Good morning, great people. On my way into work. Today is ugly sweater day at work, and as with everything, I'm doing the absolute most. Cannot reveal all of it, but here's a peep, and it does get worse from here. So I hope that everyone is doing well. I'm feeling good. Slept well last night. Cuddled next to my 4-year-old. He is like a living, breathing teddy bear, just juicy and cuddly and smells like boy. Anyway, so today I want to talk about worthiness, feeling worthy. I got a completely unexpected knock your socks off blessing yesterday. Something that I really could not have fathomed even in my wildest dreams. God answered a prayer that I had lifted before him in a way that I did not expect, and I did not see it coming. And even in the midst of that supernatural blessing, because it was supernatural, I found myself reasoning. I found myself second guessing the blessing. I found myself wondering if there was going to be some shoe that was going to drop because of the magnitude of this blessing. It was like I had prayed for the blessing, had done everything I knew that the Lord had been telling me to do, continue to, endure like a good soldier. And then when the blessing finally came, I couldn't believe I had gotten the blessing. And what God has shown me in that, and is still showing me in that, is that sometimes we ask for blessings, but we're really not even ready for what God can and will do in us, through us, for us, with us. And I have to say, I wanted this blessing. I needed this blessing. And when I got it, I was like, yo, what? Why? Why are you doing this? Am I going to owe you something when this is all said and done? Like, literally, before I could even process it enough to recognize what God had done, the enemy had dispatched his minions to mess with me in the area where I tend to struggle the most, which is the area of my mind, the area of reason, and the area of feeling like I am worthy. That is something that I have been working on with myself this last, these last few months, is continuing to try to prove my worth in areas where that has already been proven, or trying to prove my worth in areas where it's not necessary. And even now, I'm thinking about it and processing through it and just praying. One of my prayers was, Lord, help me to be worthy of this blessing that I asked for and that you gave me in a way that was completely and totally unexpected. But the fact of the matter is, we were bought with a price, and we are worthy. You are worthy of that blessing. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of grace. You are worthy of mercy. You are worthy of peace and truth. And no matter what you've done, even if you missed it, that doesn't make you any less worthy. When your kids miss it, you have children, your kids miss it, do you no longer feed them? Do you no longer clothe them? Do you no longer supply their physical needs because they missed it? Let's be honest. Even a lot of times we give of ourselves to people who actually are not worthy, right? Who don't deserve it. But God doesn't bless us because we deserve it. He blesses us because he's God. And he loves to see us prosper, even as our souls prosper. And I'm not talking about prospering just with finances. That's the least of the context of prosperity that I'm talking about. But you prosper and be in good health, mentally, emotionally, physically. That's what he wants. If we delight ourselves in him, he will give us the desires of our heart. So, if you're delighting yourself in the Lord and he is giving you the desires of your heart, try not to second guess it, because his word doesn't return void, right? And sometimes we can spend so much time in that waiting game, in that enduring like a good soldier, that we get into endurance mode. So when partaking of the promise mode comes into play, we don't even know how to adjust. So that's my challenge for myself today. Switching modes, adjusting to being able to accept the promise and accept that God loves me enough to give me the desires of my heart because I delight myself in him. Have a wonderful day.